Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from all around the world, my QFX community. Welcome back to our weekly webinar. Today is the first trading day of the week and the month, 2nd of Feb 2026. We are going to our regular weekly webinar, my QFX, just to give you a little bit background, people who are joining first time or the people who was watching this webinar in YouTube first time. What is the MyQFX? MyQFX is the gateway for the practical forex training and the real-time market analysis. So MyQFX is a comprehensive forex training and the market analysis platform designed for both experienced and the novice traders. Whether you are just starting your trading journey or a seasoned professional, MyQFX offers the tools and insight you need to succeed. So during this webinar, I will explain and I will show you and I will verify this statement, how it's possible, how it's useful for both novice and the professional traders. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's homework. Disclaimer, I'm just going to read the last paragraph, guys. That I'm not affiliated with nor I do represent any security broker, dealer, or investment company. I'm not a licensed or qualified to provide any investment advice. Any trading decision I share for information purpose only and should not be taken as a financial or investment advice. It is important to verify all information independently, and any action you take based on that information are entirely your own responsibility. All right, this is just homework. Okay, let's talk about this webinar format. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the just overview of high impact upcoming news. The reason behind it, because we need to find out which day, what kind of data, which currency we need to be more focused into it. And then we're going to align once the data is released. Then we normally align those data with the technical analysis, which is we're going to be doing in a high time frame live analysis here, and then we will look for the opportunity. We will develop our idea and bias, but main key thing, when the data is released, then we basically look at the opportunity accordingly. As always, I'm going to be showing you today my QFX analysis performance, and as mentioned today, as is the email, probably you have received email, I'm going to show you how to trade gold, because gold has been interesting nowadays. I can see it. Excuse me, most of the traders and most of the analysts talking about the gold, but the gold is doing funny moves, but we're really enjoying it, and I'll show you how you can basically trade gold too. Okay, so stay tuned. All right, so as mentioned, the offer which I had in January is gone. I'm not sure if you have. Some of the traders really enjoyed it. Again, how you can join the new people who are the QBN members, they have the opportunities. They can have the access of my QFX platform. But if you are not my QBN member, these are the three options we are giving in order to join my QFX community. So we are giving 3 months free if you open $500 of an account with the QBN Global, our broker company. If you open an account, we give you 3-month access, so you will have all these MyQFX amazing features, right? So again, real-time analysis, live video commentary, alert, customized charts and momentum strategy, real-time news, market updates, sentiment, live analysis, recording, education. Education, we have 2 types of education. Theoretical educations, we have our collaborative partner, Q Minds. You can get amazing theoretical information. Top of that, we also running a couple of other live sessions with other traders, so you can get the information in my QFX. We have the education, which is alive in the real-time market through the analysis. We have a live chat support. If you need some help, we also help you, and weekly training session, which we organize sometime. But if you open $1,000 of an account, let me put it back. So if you open $1,000 of an account, you get all the features as mentioned here, but you will also have the opportunity to have one-to-one session with me, where I can basically go through and I will help you to how to make a plan to trade the $1,000 of an account, right? That's the second option, which is mostly people like it. Again, there's a terms and condition apply. The terms and conditions are pretty straightforward. As long as you are actively trading that account, you will have free access of my QFX platform. The third one is monthly. If you pay $149 per month, you will have all this access, but you will also have the opportunity of funding opportunity. But if you perform, if you are a paid member, and if you are performing very well in my QFX platform, there is opportunities to get funded. So sooner or later, we are going to make my QFX as a funding option as well. The traders who are taking extra benefit for our live analysis, we are trying to help them to get funded too. I hope that makes sense to you guys. All right, so let's look at the back to the analysis. Let's look at the, first of all, we're going to look at the fundamental news. Okay, so again, guys, as you know, what's happening around the world. So anything, any events, any tweet from Trump, or any suggestions or anything, that's create market uncertainty and create opportunities too, as well as for the trader. So but we also pay attention to detail those kind of events. It's very important for us. So for example, let me give you an example here. Let's say here, if you look at the home, let's look at the, like here, what happens is Trump agreed to trade deal with between United States and India, right? So these kind of informations, we always pay attention to detail, and that's why I'm not sure why this message is just arrived coming here. The US mint data may be impacted by the shutdown. I'm not sure if it's shut down, but we have got this information right now with the live. We'll see what's happening here. But these kind of information, create amazing opportunity and uncertainty too. So that's what I always said to my trader: trade wisely, don't trade aggressively when you see the market situation, especially the first trading day of the month and the week, and the last trading day of the week and the month is very important. I'm going to explain to you why, because as being a professional trader, we have to see where the market is trend, develop, and then we look for the opportunity accordingly. But being an intraday trader, we in and out, we always look for the opportunities, right? Doesn't matter if price goes up and down, as long as we have a valid entry, that's we're going to take those trade with, of course, with the managed risk parameters. Okay, so the news, why is so important? I'm not going to go every single news. It's going to be boring for you guys. What you have to do, this is the way I look at, and then of course every single day we talk about that, live analysis. We talk this in news a little bit more detail. So today we have only high impact news. That's the ISM manufacturer PMI, and was expected 48.5 versus 47.9. So the data came out 50.26, right? Which is, if you look at here, this data is positive based on that and also based on this previous one. Pay attention to detail. Every time when the data comes, align with the both previous and high, because sometimes data is positive and negative based on the forecast, but it's not basically aligned with the previous data. So that's why most of the trader, especially the retail trader, when they say green, they're just buying. It doesn't work like that. So pay attention to detail, understand every news. And to be honest, this is the best website for the retail trader to understand. If you don't know, just click on this one and you can understand what is exactly ISM manufacturer PMI. So now today is a very easy to trade, easy to get this information, and easy to look for the analysis and look for the opportunity. So tomorrow I'm expecting Aussie day, Aussie day, we call it. So we have this is basically is a Dubai time, and of course it's going to be a very early time for the UK, but it's an Asian session open, we can call it. So we have a cash rate is coming, we have RBA statement coming, and monetary policy and the press conference. Keep in mind, during the speech and conference, we don't initiate any trade because after the half an hour, once the market settled down, and then we look for the opportunity, which is I'm going to show you in a minute. So when I'm going to be showing you the goal analysis and the trade, how you should be, trade, how you should basically, after the speech or after the news, how you should, find the opportunity at being an intraday trader. So that's I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, so Wednesday we have a Kiwi dollar, and then we also have Tuesday we have a job opening. This is again showing positive. So we have Wednesday, we have a Kiwi dollar and euro and basically dollar. Again, this is the first week of the month, so we're expecting non-farm payroll and ADP non-farm change in employment change. The data is expecting a positive. That's another positive sign for the dollar. We'll see we have ISM services PMI that is again 53, slightly lower than the previous one. So Thursday we have cable day, pound day. You can see here in the morning we have basically the afternoon at the New York session 4 p.m. Probably that's going to be like I think 12 p.m. Yeah, 12 p.m. London time. That's right. So we have monetary policy for BOG, Bank of England. We have monetary policy statement and official rate, and then we have a official bank rate. Nothing is changed. So I'm expecting big moves on pound dollar on Thursday. So we're probably going to be looking at pound dollar or pound yen on Wednesday. And let's look at the up. And later on, we also had high information for the euro. As you can see, a main finance rate exactly the same. Nothing is changed. So on Thursday, we were expecting some nice moves on cable, pound dollar, and the euro USD. Later on, we also have unemployment claim is coming for the dollar. So that is expected slightly higher, which is a negative sign for the dollar. So you can see here, Wednesday, we're going to be looking Aussie dollar, Kiwi dollar, and then Thursday we have a pound, euro, and a dollar. And later on, we also have a press conference. Pay attention to detail. At this time, press conference, we don't initiate any trade during the speech and press conference. Okay, so Friday, as always, we have a non-farm. This is the first week of the month. So we are expecting we have another speeches coming. We have unemployment change and unemployment rate coming for the CAD. And okay, so we don't have any high, non-farm pay. Or I don't know. I think they keep changing it. I'm not sure. I need to see it. Why this data is came out now. Maybe something else going on, but we'll find out. I just look at now, just find out this information while I was preparing this thing. So okay, again, so this is we have a clear idea. We were expecting some big moves. We already have big moves on Aussie dollar. Right now, we have seen some consolidations. We're expecting some big moves on pound dollar and euro. And let's see here on the technical side, we can find that information here. All right, so let's look at the step by step. Now we're going to be looking in this is all the major against the dollar. We have a 4-hour chart and all the exotic and gold. We have 1-hour chart because of their volatility point of view. Okay, so if you look at the pound dollar last week, if you have seen my analysis, the recording, or if you have watched it live, either way, so you have seen that as mentioned, that we have this impulsive. As mentioned, I'm expecting one more push to the upside, which price did. And beautiful, as you can see here, right now, as you can see, the price sort of developed high and low. So we also had this short trade here on the Friday. So today, if you look at here, we were expecting, as always mentioned, when the market opened, and as always, you can see here the price, this is the low was broken. As after the breakout, price came back and retest. So we have another short trade here. This morning analysis, I already mentioned that I'm looking for this area. If the price going to be stay, I'm not looking for any trade. Let the price break. But in intraday, we already had amazing trade on pound dollar. Okay, so again, we have, if you align with the Thursday, we have pound dollar information. So what I'm expecting here, there might be a possibility until that news come, we might gonna see the price bearishness. If the dollar is strong, then I'm expecting the price continue. That might be a possibility if the price can break. Otherwise, it might be a possibility price come back here at this level, and then news came, and then might be a short trade here. So it depends on the situation. But what we are looking here right now, if you look at here, what is the current price action? Price has already broken this one low here. We already have this area. So there might be a possibility price develop another consolidation, and then we look for this breakout. But if you look at the intraday, this is the most important thing. So if you look at this morning, let me share with you guys. This morning we had this beautiful analysis, and if you look at now, I'm going to explain to you. This is the beautiful analysis and the price action, as always mentioned, and this is the part of our price action, trading. So we were expecting here at this level, looking for pullback. That's the first priority, looking for this breakout. The price was around this level, at this level in 4-hour chart. So what happened here? So according to the analysis, if you look at the analysis, what analysis is saying? If the price is going to break and give us the confirmation, then we're looking for long. So what happened here? You can see here the price nicely broken, and after that price come back and retest, and after that, even in my live analysis recording today, you should watch it, and I have mentioned that price refused to stay above below this level. That's the possibility of reversal. So we have two beautiful long trade here on pound dollar, and afterwards, as you can see here, the price nicely respected here. You can see here. So we also had a short trade here, and how we analyze it, let me share with you guys. So you can see here, pretty straightforward. We always pay attention to detail. As you can see here, we have our analyst is also mentioned is a point of interest, which the price respected many times because our bias is short, because the price has broken this level. So we were expecting here, let's see if the price going to develop pullback, as always mentioned, and I'm keep telling you and keep repeating you, pay attention to detail. Every time when the price break recent high and low, we look at the confirmation. So price nicely broken, so we were expecting possibility of confirmation. Otherwise, we have this area of interest. If the price going to break, that's a sign of continuation to the downside. So you can see here, price nicely broken, and we had a beautiful hit to the target. And this is what we suggest to our traders, time to bank some profit. So we had this beautiful short trade here. We also had another beautiful trade here. Let me explain to you here. Again, you can see here once the price broke in this area. So we were expecting, guys, any pullback would consider high probability trade. So you can see here the price came back to around this area, as you can see here. And we have this pullback mentioned. We have another one, and hit to the previous low level. And this is what we suggest our traders trying to bank some profit. So you can see here we have we basically explain all the price movement and through live analysis. And then we basically analyze an intraday, and this is what will happen. And this is our analysis result. And the pound dollar, we had a nice big moves. Even being an intraday, this is what we're looking here. If the price goes up, we need a valid entry. If the price is going down, we look at the price action and we broadcast that information in real time. So now we have decided, we have if the price before this cable news, if you see the bearishness, then we will expecting here, if the price reach this level, then we'll see that news might gonna create a bullishness. And if the news is bad for the cable, and if price refuse to stay above this level, let the price give confirmation that looking short here. But before the news, if the price develop bullishness around this area, and look for the news. If the news is bad for the cable, and then I'm expecting continuation to the downside. If it's good, let the price break, give us the confirmation, and then we're looking here. This is basically high time frame bias and possibility and probability. But when the data is going to release, and then we look at the opportunity accordingly. I hope that makes sense. All right, so let's look at the Euro USD now. And if you look at the Euro USD, and if you look at this morning, as mentioned to my trader, if we are looking here, if the price around this level, so we're looking for, if the price is here, we don't know where the price is going to go. So either price should break this one or break this one. So we look at, then afterwards, we look at the candlestick pattern here. So you can see here the price nicely developed, sort of like a consolidation after this impulsive. And then if you look at the candlestick pattern, we have this one bearish engulfing candle. After this small candle, we have a strong bearish candle that gives us the high probability of continuation to the downside. So we are expecting here, if the price gonna continue, I'm expecting around this level. So just a minute, guys. So this is the area of interest because the price has broken, and we also had a price imbalance here. So I'm expecting price action around this level. Pay attention to detail. Now we're going to look at, let's see here if there's any news on the dollar. Yesterday we have this job opening is coming, and then Wednesday we have this info non-farm employment change, and also we have Thursday, main refinancing rate for the euro. So we'll see tomorrow. Until that, if we see the price reach at this level, and let's suppose if the news is bad and good for the dollar, then we're going to look at in intraday price action at this level. So point of interest for us, this is the point of interest, and this is the point of interest for us. If the price reverse back, and then we'll see the pullback. If the price reverse this one, there might be a counter opportunity, but we're going to look at in intraday. That's what we're going to look at. How we analyzed it today, and that was a pretty straightforward. We had a beautiful analysis, which is, you can see here, that is a pretty standard and straightforward. This was the London morning session. As you can see here, we have this one. And if you look at the intraday, we have this analysis. Based on that, price nicely broken and beautiful short trade here. Once the price develop, move in one direction, so we are trying to find trades in that same direction. So we did another analysis, which you can see here, and which is a pretty straightforward, as mentioned here, that the price has broken. So any pullback sign, we will consider high probability trade. Even if you look at my live analysis, this is what I mentioned, to look for any pullback would consider high probability trade. So we have price nicely develop one pullback and two pullback, and price still going to the downside. So this is what we did. We had amazing analysis on the euro. Even now, if you look at here, the price is still going down. Let me update this. Okay, you can see it, price still going down. Again, pay attention. If you have FX more, we have a trading strategy training in MyQFX. If the price gonna hit this red fib channel, this is the area where we look at the price is oversold and then possibility of reversal. How we align these kind of information with the 4-hour chart, we look at here. If you see the price is here, and if you see in intraday the price is oversold zone, then possibility of reversal here. Just to give you some information, but we give that information every day live in our platform. Okay, so let's look at the pound yen. We're gonna look at here, and then we're gonna look at the gold as well. So pound yen, we had amazing trade, guys. That's one of my favorite pair. And as you can see here, this is the 1-hour chart. You can see here, and today we have this move, we have this move, we have this move, this move. How we analyze all these trades through intraday, and we had amazing trade, guys, amazing trade. So let me explain to you today. We have a lot of analysis, but I'm just going to show you some of them. Okay, so what exactly, this is 1-hour chart. So if you look ahead, this is the another analysis. This is the Asian session before the market open. As soon as the market open, I did this analysis. I'm pretty sure at that time we were looking this breakout. So we can have this beautiful breakout. You can see a price nicely broken. After that, pull back. So we can see here this momentum. Every time when the price break any recent high and low, and if the price is going to continue and develop a sort of pullback means, for example, if the price here and the price break and give a continuation sign, this is what we call a pullback. So you can see here, after this breakout, price developed another two beautiful pullback. We had an amazing short trade here. Then we have also had another beautiful trade here. Let me explain to you here, which is a pretty straightforward, as you can see here. Mention here to look for any pullback. So you can see here the price nicely came back here, hit this level, around this level again, and sign of continuation. So and then once the price target hit at this level, this is we suggest our trader it's time to bank some profit. So we produce that analysis in real time. Amazing analysis we had. Then we have another one. Let me share with you. This is we call a counter opportunity, and this is all of my live analysis. If you look at, I've already explained this analysis in detail. In recording is there in my QFX platform. And if you look at here, I mentioned here the price nicely broken, develop a false breakout. We have this bullish engulfing candle. So we need a confirmation. So if you look at the intraday, this is what I explained today. The price refused to stay below this level. What are we expecting here? I was expecting here, as mentioned to my trader, once the price break, and we are expecting here price break, this is what we're expecting. But instead here, what happened here, the price instead continue, price broken and give us the confirmation. So if you look at here, this is what exactly happened. This is what, before this happened, we produced that analysis through live and through intraday. So you can see at this area, we were expecting any pullback. So what happened here? Pay attention to detail. You can see at this area, based on this analysis, price has to develop one pullback, second pullback, and this one here. That was the counter long trade. So you can see here, We have taken this short trade here. We have taken this one, and all of them is explained here in intraday. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So that was a beautiful long trade. And then afterward, we also had another beautiful trade, guys. Let me explain to you. Show you. Okay, so pay attention to detail. After banking some profit, we look at the price action, we look at the price structure, and this is what we explain. I'm talking about this short trade here. So you can see here as pretty standard and straightforward. We're looking at pullback and continuation. So what happened here based on that? Price developed this pullback, beautiful, and breaker and hit to the profit target as explained to a trader's time to bank some profit. So that was a beautiful trade. Then we also had another beautiful, amazing long trade, pretty standard and straightforward. We did this analysis and explain our trader. If you look ahead, the price should stay as mentioned here, price developing high, low, high, low, high, low, right? And price develop low, sorry, high, low here. So price should continue. This is what we're expecting here. Price behavior, price nicely broken, and we're expecting continue. Instead, price develop impulsive reaction. This is what if you look at in 1 hour, we have this impulsive, we have this correction. So that gives us the high probability of continuation, but we need a confirmation here. You can see here the price develop a false breakout. This is what we explain, the part of the training we explain in live. And we have this beautiful breakout, hit to the profit target and squeeze amazing profit. So this is what we had it. And afterwards, right now, even you have another small long trade here and the price still going up. This one, the small trade here, this one here. So right now, if you look at here, the price nicely develop another pullback here. So you can see here, impulsive correction, price came back and retest and beautiful long trade here. If the price stay above this level, then I'm expecting continuation to the upside. So this is what we're expecting. So we had a nice, amazing trade, guys, on pound yen. Okay. So as you have received email that gold is amazing moves, and I'm going to share with you a few information how to trade gold. So let me share with you the information now. First of all, watch my today live analysis. It's very important, especially if you're just trading gold. This morning, I've already showed them because, of course, we have only few analysis because gold, we have a lot of analysis, but here, only a few of them. This morning, as explained, you can see here, price respected here, respected here, respected here, respected here, and price also respected here. So we were expecting around this level, some sort of like a counter opportunity. By the time when I was doing analysis around 7:30, this candle was performed. And recording is there. You should watch. Even we uploaded this YouTube video. You must watch it if you really want to trade how to trade gold. So we have this bullish engulfing candle, and that's what I mentioned to my trader that the price is reversing. So I'm expecting a counter opportunity. We already enjoyed this one last week, but this morning we had this beautiful long trade here. And then afterwards, if you look at here, around this level, price rejected here. You can see this rejection. We also have this rejection. So we were expecting some price action, either push to the upside or either reversal. And if you look at this current candlestick pattern, we have bearish engulfing candle, and this candle give us the confirmation. You can see a price came back and retest this level. So we had amazing analysis. So being an intraday trader for us is either price goes up and down. We look for the price action, we look for the pattern, and then we look for the opportunity with a very minimum risk parameter. So that's what we do. So let me go through all this analysis and explain to you how we traded gold. Okay. So if you look at the gold, this is a pretty standard and straightforward. If you look at my live analysis today, I already mentioned this pullback because here only a few analysis we have this mentioned pullback long trade here. So you can see here the pretty straightforward. We mentioned all this point of interest. First of all, this morning we have defined our buys that I'm looking for long. Here you can see here price nicely broken, and after the 1, 2, 3, 4 beautiful pullback. Even when the price hit this level, we did another analysis to look for another pullback. So we had another analysis. Let's see if I can find that analysis here. Okay, so I think it's not here now. So okay, so look at this one. What happened here? We have this high is broken, So we were expecting if the price gonna break, then continuation. What we also have, you can see here the price respected here. So we're looking here breakout. So you can see here the price nicely broken. Beautiful. We have another really amazing, amazing long trade here. So let's look at the another analysis. This is another one, beautiful, and this is the beautiful analysis. As mentioned, look for any pullback. We have one, two, beautiful pullback, long trade here. And let's look at the then I'm going to show you a few more tips here. Okay, so we always pay attention to detail. We always, because our analyst is continuously watching the price action, the price pattern, and based on that, we explaining them this is the current price action and this is the opportunity we are looking for it. So what happened here? So you can see here the price came back here. So we have this area, price refused to stay above this level. So we have price respected here, price also respected here. So twice here. So we have this area. At that time, the market was around this level here. So what happened here? So it is not a rocket science based on the analysis, price nicely broken. And we had a beautiful short trade here. Amazing. So most of the traders really enjoy that one. So that was amazing trade we had it. Let me show you another one here. So, okay. So again, look at this analysis. We have another beautiful breakout, which is a pretty straightforward. We mentioned here a long trade here, and then look at the another one here. This is a pretty standard and straightforward a breakout opportunity. We were looking for this breakout, price nicely broken. Even after the breakout, price nicely retest, give us the confirmation and continuation to the downside. Okay, so let me explain to you, as mentioned, how to trade gold. This is what we trade gold, and you can trade if you want that way, because in first of all, we look at the high time frame buys. Means like this is the 1 hour chart. We look at, let's see here, where are the major support and resistance, right? Based on that, we look at the previous price action in 1 hour, especially in 1 hour. And then we develop our buys, whether the price is going to go up or whether the price is going to go down. So we develop our buys. Once we decide it, then we align it over intraday system. Now, how it works, give you an example here. This morning, or even the New York session, this morning we have defined that based on, in talking about 1 hour chart, price respected here. So we were based on this candle, we develop our buys. There's a possibility of price is going to up, right? We have developed reason behind. In my recording, I mentioned here, we have this support, we have this major support, we have a weekly support, we have 4 hour support, both of them. So this is a major support area, and we have the price action. This candlestick is giving us the confirmation, the more likely the price is going to up, right? So we have defined our, buys. Now we are looking in intraday. Also, okay, so intraday, how we look at the charts. Let me explain to you. So in intraday, let's give you an example here. Let's say, so based on this one, I'm going to show you the live market now. So based on this one, we are looking, the price is going down. And even in my live analysis, I mentioned this was the target which nicely hit. So let's say I'm looking for short trade here, for hypothetical reason here, short trade here. I'm expecting the price gonna come down here. So this is, I'm talking about the 1 hour chart, and this is the resistance, price nicely broken, and give us the confirmation here, right? This is what so technically I'm looking for short here. So how I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to my intraday analysis. Here, I will see the price action, what's happening here. So at that time that we have this resistance level, we have the support area. So we were looking breakout. So when the price break this level, so we did confirmation. This confirmation give us the high probability of continuation to the downside. So again, go back into the 1 hour chart. Look at the major support and resistance. Look at the price action. You can align with the candlestick pattern. And then in intraday, this is the price action where we are looking into it. So let me share with you. Let me log into the, you know, my QFX platform. Okay, so let me see here. I think already recorded, it's downloaded, so I don't need to do it. Just share with you guys. Oh, good. Okay, on top of that also. Yeah. Gold is a very highly volatile, not rocket. Okay. So this is, I'm talking about the in the morning, and this is what we did. I explained, 4 hour, 1 hour support and resistance. This is what I'm expecting. The price gonna go up, right? I explain everything. Highly volatile instrument, guys. So pay attention to detail. So we explain, look here, all the price actions we explain, the price is gonna go up. We have developed our bias, the price is going up, right? Support and resistance, 4 hour candlestick pattern. Now we come to the intraday. In intraday, we did this analysis. Why we put line here, not here? Because the price should stay below this level, but the price refused and give us the confirmation was safest way to look for this breakout. So the price nicely broken even after the price retest. And after that, the price shoot up. So now once we have developed our bias in 1 hour chart and we have the confirmation in intraday, so every time when the price come down and continue, we look for the opportunity, and this is the way we analyze. And this is the mostly all of them professional traders, they analyze it in this way. So let me share with you this analysis we did and explain. I think where is it gone here? Let me log in, guys, to my QFX platform and show you the. Okay. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you prepare these questions. I'm more than happy to answer all of your questions, guys. Okay. So if you look at this analysis, this is the live analysis, I did this morning. And let me share with you guys this one, the recording. So you need to understand. You need to understand how we have. On top of that, also we explain everything. That scenario, and then also explain off to the upside. Okay. So right now we have this support level. We also have this and the 4 hour support level, which price looks like it's respecting it. And if the price come back and give us the confirmation, then I'm expecting continuation to the upside. But being an intraday, it's slightly different. Yeah. Being an intraday, if you take price action, we have price movement when the volume is gonna come. So 9 a.m. also is the time when there's gonna. So we give time. Okay. Now this is the analysis we did. So what I'm expecting here, I'm looking for another pullback if the price is gonna develop, because this is a major support area. Okay, so this is what I did analysis live, which is the we broadcast in our analysis section. So what happened here? So the price in 1 hour, we, as mentioned, as you have seen, that we have a major support area. So our bias is long. So here, at that time, we already had this long journey before. So this is the live analysis I did. I explained, look for pullback. So you can see the price develop pullback, then price develop another pullback. So after that, you can see it. We have built our bias, the price is going up. So in intraday, basically, we just then jumping into the trade. Every time when the price develops certain pattern, just look at it. We have this beautiful, you can see it, pullback. We also had this analysis. Now our bias is long. So we said to guys, just anytime there's opportunity for buy, just buy. So today we had this one. So today they're taking key points are, look at the major support and resistance in high time frame. Yeah. And then look at the price action. and look at the candlestick pattern, develop your bias, whether you want to take a long or short. Once you develop it, go to the intraday system and look for the opportunity. And our intraday system is amazing. It helps because this is our own proprietary system. It helps us, and top of that, we have produced all the analysis in the real time. So you have all that information in one platform with a real time. That's what we explained in the first statement, that it is useful for both novice and the professional. Novice understand how to analyze the market, and at the same time, they can practice in our MyKFS platform. Professionals, they are always looking for the opportunity. Whatever bias they have developed, they can reconfirm. They can get a second opinion through our live intraday analysis, and they can take maximum benefit. And they can basically take the maximum benefit in order not to miss any opportunity. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so what is next? What we are looking here, guys? So, what, as I mentioned in my New York session analysis, this is the point of interest. So if the price gonna keep respecting here, and this is what I'm expecting here. This is the one probability we are looking. But again, yeah, what's happening in the global economy or anything, any uncertainty, if the price gonna break this level and give me the confirmation, then I'm expecting a few more drops. So this is the key point for area. We have a major support area. So, but again, as I said to you, being an intraday, this is what we're looking into it. So more likely, what I'm expecting here, if the price gonna come back and develop a double bottom here, then I'm expecting continuation to the upside. Another confirmation, if you look at here, we have this area of interest, price nicely broken, and after the breakout, price give us the confirmation. This is what I'm expecting here. But again, we have to have a confirmation in order to trade. So if I'm going to be taking a long trade here, I'm not going to be taking long trade just buy here or something. I'm going to be looking this kind of confirmation. Let me what happened here. So let me open it, this one again. So give me, yeah. So what I'm exactly looking for, let's look at the gold here. So if I'm going to be taking a, let's suppose if I'm expecting a long here at this level, so what kind of price action what I'm expecting here? So this is the price action what I'm expecting here. Look at this, beautiful. We have this area, price should stay and continue, but price refused, came back here. Now we have a point of interest. You can see here, this is point of interest. We have this area, we have this top here, you can see here. So while the price is here, I'm not interested, sorry. So if the price gonna break and give us the confirmation, then over bias, as we explained in 1 hour, the price is gonna go up. So then every pullback, buy, every pullback, buy, every pullback, buy. But if the price refuse to stay above this level, break and give us the confirmation, I'll keep taking a short trade here. I hope that makes sense. So this is what we're looking here. And if the price is gonna develop another sort of like here and break this one, then I would consider this one in, inverted head and shoulder pattern that give us the high probability of confirmation to the upside. I hope that makes sense. Again, looking for the 1 hour, looking into the major support, major resistance, develop your bias, look for the intraday, and find the right pattern and find the right exit, because it's very important. Because the risk point of view, for example, if I'm going to be taking a long trade here, then my stop loss is going to be below this level. Pay attention to detail. Even this big move is a 200, 300, 400 pips, because a huge volume on the gold. So trade wisely, don't trade aggressively. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So I'm ready for taking all your questions, guys. So feel free to ask any questions if you like. Anything about the trading, anything about the market, or anything about the price action, or if you want to open a Cuban global account, you can trade, with our live analysis directly through my QFX platform. So I'm up for it for any questions, guys.
The chat should enable you to be able to chat, and hopefully you can also unmute yourselves if you need to ask. I can't see any questions, Ashraf. I've been watching the gold as well, and this weekend it was a massive. I think initially it was a 12%, and then later on it kind of between 12 and 9% dip, if I'm correct, ish, from last week. Let's pull somebody. Who can we ask? Shabazz, you want to say something? I'm picking on you now.
No, not really, but I was thinking about something. Ashraf, I wanted to know what is the simplest way to look at the movement of a trade?
Okay, right. So I'm gonna make it more simpler as you know, and I'm giving you a very interesting example, and you will be surprised and shocked. You know, in London, we normally have a Friday evening. We normally gather all the traders and traders who basically make a lot of money, and they basically throw all this money in champagnes and all those clubbings and something. So I met one guy. He was like very around about 65-year-old. So I was talking to him, and I said to him, "Are you a trader?" At that time, my journey was starting about to know about what's the financial industry, how the trader works, and everything. And he said, "Yes, I do trading." So I asked him, "What, how you trade?" He said that he just trade pound dollar. And I said, "Okay." So I said, "What strategy you use?" He says, "I don't know the strategy." I says, "But how do you trade?" And he said to me, "My son-in-law sent to me something, and he asked me to, when this thing happen, you buy, when this happen, you sell it." And I wake up in the morning and I make my coffee and look at my screen, half an hour, 1 hour, and then I trade. If I make money, good. If I lose money, I just close it and then go back to my gardening. So I asked him, "Can you show me how you trade?" Right? And he was making constantly a lot of good money. He was a retired person. So he basically what he was doing it basically he was just focused on the simplicity. The problem is here, if I explain this thing, you will be shocked. And because we are educated and something, we our mind does not accept simplicity, because we have programmed that you have to struggle, you have to work hard, and you always have a doubt. You need to more information in order to succeed. But that's not the case, because in trading, more you make simple, more you succeed. So the simple, how you pick up the trade, what you have to do, you need to understand. There's a few things which is I've already explained in my QFX webinar, and you should watch those one. Let me set my pointer, and then I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to show you your point of view. You said when to enter the trade, how to pick up the trade. First of all, we look at the high time frame. So, for example, if you're trading a gold, as I mentioned to you, this is the area of interest. This is what exactly I'm looking here. I need to develop more my bias. I need to, create my thought process and my probability, if whether the price is going up and down. So once that is the first important thing, is we have to develop our bias. Once you develop our bias, either going up or down based on this price action, then we look at the intraday system, which you have the access of my QFX platform here. So then we look at the price action here. So how are we going to trade? The guy who was trading it, if you look at this one here, is called this is EMA. This is 21 EMA basically. So what he was he said my son-in-law said to me, every time when the price break any high or come back and retest, this is the place to take a long. So every time when the price develop impulsive correction and continue, I take a long here. Same thing every time when the price coming down and impulsive, and after that the price come back and develop pullback. So I look at this entry, to break this one and look for this entry. So this is, he said, I've been doing it, and sometimes I use 5-minute chart, sometimes I use a 1-minute chart. So what you have to do, first of all, pick up your instruments, which instrument you're looking into it. just focus only one pair instead of multiple pairs, right? So you need to find out which pair you are favorite into it, and that depends on your availability. So the basics, if you keep these basics, you most of time, I can say to you, around about 80 to 90%, you will find a good trades. So what you have to do is just every time when you look at the price, look at the high and low. Simple. So for example, here, I'm looking this high, I'm looking this low. So I just visualize it, this area of interest. And I said, okay, I want to see the price break and give me the confirmation. So you can see here the price nicely broken, and after that the price came back here and give us the confirmation. This is the high probability trade of sign of continuation, that the price more likely is going to go down. So this is the area of interest. Then you should be pick up the trade. Then you look at this one here, the price nicely broken, came back here, come back. This is another area of interest to pick up the trade. Keep in mind, you're not going to get 100% accurate all the trades. Trading is not about getting 100% trade. Trading is more about, even if you have a few trades, right? But if you have a more big winning, perfectly fine. Sometimes traders, they have, 10 trades, but 7 losing and 3 winning, but they are still in profit, But sometimes traders have 7 winning and 3 losing, they are in losses. So you have to find out how this mechanism works in terms of risk parameters and all those sort of things. Give you an example here. If you open a trade here, you made around about, let's suppose you make here, let's say, right now the market is very trendy, so you made a 300 pips. And you take another short trade here, and the price come back and you take it out, made a minus 150 pips. But if you look at in total, you made 150 pips. So you're not going to have all the time winning, but most of time, if you follow this basics principle, you're always going to have winning. So every time now the price is going up. So we have this high is broken. So what I'm expecting here, I'm looking for this continuation, right? So I'm going to pick up long trade here around this level, right? So this is the area of interest. This is what you follow, and this is what you have to do it. And top of that, we have the analysis. So if you pick up any pair, if you look at the pound dollar, let's look at this one here, or let's look at the yen pair. I can give you the example because this is more volatile as compared to this one here. So if you look at here, the price right now, if you look at this one, price nicely broken this one. Yeah. So I want to have continuation this one. Did the price develop continuation? No. So if you know, I'm not going to take a long trade, short trade here, but the price refuse this one, and the price come back here again, this level, which is a point of interest. The price come back here and develop another pullback. So this is the point of interest for me to take a long trade here. So pay attention to detail. If you follow this basics principle, most of time you're going to win. So every time I'm talking about the long and short, I'm going to give you this basics principle, and you just keep apply this one and see how it goes. And let me know, okay? So first of all, when the price is going up, price always moves in waves. So every time when the price break recent high or low, so looking for, if you miss this one, no problem. But this one, the high probability trade. This one is the high probability trade. So what I'm expecting here, I'm expecting the same price action. There might be a possibility. Let's assume if the price does not develop pullback and price come back here. So then I'm looking here 2 options. Number 1, confirmation or false breakout. So the confirmation is, let's suppose if the price develop a false breakout and come back and give me the confirmation, this is one area. Then I'm looking, okay, price doesn't go up, it failed, give me the confirmation, now the price is coming down, then I'll keep taking a pullbacks. This is the one thing. Let's suppose if the price does not give us a confirmation, develop a false breakout. What does it mean, a false breakout? So false breakout, if you look at here, price does not give us the pullback, So what happened here? So we have this one, we call, does not give us the confirmation to short. Instead, price breakout, and this is what we call the false breakout. So we have price should continue, but price refuse, and then we have this confirmation the long here. So every time when the price break recent high and low, and if you get the confirmation, that's the high probability of long. But if the price develop false breakout, let's wait for the price. We have a, for example, here, price develop false breakout, price should go here, but price develop false breakout, could not maintain above this level, then wait for the confirmation. And this is what we call a confirmation. So same thing apply when you taking a short trade here. So on top of that, our analysis too. So pay attention to detail. Every time when you look at the trade, look at high and low market, you know, chart on the chart, or visualize it and look for the opportunity. Now what are we looking here? So now the price is broken this one. So pretty standard, straightforward. What I'm expecting here, I'm looking for this pullback. That's my first priority. Simple. So let's put this is the live market, by the way. So if the price does not develop pullback, price come back here and give me the confirmation and continuation, then I'm looking the prices going down. So then I'll be looking short trade here. This is the first thing we have to look at. That's why if you look at all our analysis, we have mentioned pullback, otherwise break, confirmation. Yeah. So because we need, this is the edge we are looking into it. So sometime price come back here and the false breakout give us the confirmation short. Let's suppose if the price come back here and develop another pullback and then long here. So pay attention to detail. Every time you need to find the edge. It doesn't mean the price is going up and you should buy. No, it doesn't work like that. Professional, they always wait for the possibility and look for the right entry. I hope that makes sense. Any other question?
Just a comment from Dr. Jet Lee saying another amazing session. So thank you. And I hope, Shabazz, that answered your question. Just from my little bit of analysis that I've been doing, Ashraf, I have been focusing on the long, not looking at the short right now. And just like you were sharing, I was checking the charts as well. And it was the one that I pulled up, exactly the one that you shared, which was, well, Euro USD was one, but the other one, the Japanese yen against GBP. And I look at the 5-minute chart and I watch the candle. And I watch what's happening to the candle. As soon as I can see green, and the green is, there's movement, and I'm not using any technical language, remember, I'm just sharing my observations. And then I look at the 4-hour chart and I hold for a bit because I'm a bit of a moderate risk taker. And when I feel right, there's a confirmation now that it's going to stay green and it's not going to turn red, then I think it's the time that I'm happy to lose the initial part, but then I feel right, I can pull the long trade now. And then that's how I've been watching it. So as an amateur, and you know, Ashraf, I knew nothing. I think I've come some way now from watching everybody's analysis. And I'm trying every day, guys. I don't know if anyone notices, Ashraf, but I do try and log into the live analysis every morning, 7:30.
I've seen in the morning session, right? That's good.
So I'm trying.
Yeah, it's like trading is basically, let me tell you one thing. One of the guy, he never follow our analysis at all, right? And but he's making a good pips. So he asked me, can you tell me what I'm doing wrong? I said, I don't care as long as you make pips, because you have figured out what fit with your personality,
Yeah.
right? So trading is more about discovering yourself, aligning with the market in order to get the positive results, right?
Discovering the way that it works for you. And I think day before yesterday, I did gold. I lost pips, but I made pips. I made them back. I kind of had to hold up my emotions and stop because I thought I'm going to lose. I made nearly 45. I lost then 50, and then I made back 15. And then I controlled myself and I stopped.
Yeah, that's what exactly, because the thing is, like, this is what the first lesson I've learned when I started the journey. The mentor said to me, I said, Ashraf, it doesn't matter if I give you 100% accurate system, you have to figure out what fit with your personality, your emotions, your mindset. And they said trading is a self-discovery phase, because and that's what I figured out, because this guy, his name was Guntis, it was like, I think, Bulgarian guy. And when I do the analysis, I said he's going up, so he's taking a short trade and making pip. So I cannot tell him, okay, you're doing wrong, because the result is is mentioned that he figured out what works for him.
My message, I guess, after what you've said is action. You've got to try it. You've got to get off that zero mark. You've got to give it a go. You can't keep doing the analysis in your head, folks. You've got to get it onto the platform, use MyQFX, make those losses, gain those greens, and then your confidence will grow. I connected my account now to MT5 and to Cuban Global, but I'm going to give it another few days before I actually go down the real money route. But hey, it's a big shift. So if I can, I think anyone can.
Absolutely, 100% agree. And that's
But thank you,
basically.
Ashraf. Always refreshing, enlightening to listen to you, to listen to everything. I think everybody has their own style. Everybody will have their own way. There's no right or wrong, as Ashraf says. It's all about what works for you guys. So thank you.
All right,
No
guys,
more
thanks.
questions.
Yeah, thanks for being with us, and feel free if you have any questions. You can, if you have any question during the week, you can keep it note, and this is the opportunity for you guys to ask this question. And we have amazing analysis, and based on that, that's what I said to all of my traders. If you ask this very simple question all the time, the one day you will find some good way to make tips. I said, look, if my analyst is saying considers banking some profit, ask yourself, this is your trade, why did you take it, this trade, right? What was the reason behind it, right? And 99% I have found this is all emotions. So what you have to do, there's a system works, there's analysis there. We have the track record of all our analysis. So there's a question is why I'm not taking benefit into it. And that's what the discovery starts. And then you keep trying it. And that's why, Shazia mentioned you without trying, you will not learn it. And that's why in MyQFX, you go and make some pips, give you a positive feedback. And then once you're confident, get an account and make profit. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for having today, and all the best, and have a nice week. Until next time, all the best, and see you on next Monday, inshallah.